Hello, my name is Vanessa Chavez, and I'm one of the choir directors here at Otto, along with Garrett Dunaway. This is my purpose statement. Every time I come to school, this is on the back of my mind, or the front of my mind, to encourage students to practice kindness to themselves and others, especially in this class where we're dealing with a voice, which is it's very exposed. It's people singing out loud. That can be a very vulnerable experience. And I want them to practice kindness for themselves. I'll talk about some strategies on how we do that in a little bit. And Mr. Dunaway's purpose statement is to pursue their passions. Safety is of utmost concern to us. The district has a temporary mask mandate with an option for exemptions. And this, the last time I read, is in effect till Friday, September 24th. Since choir is a little bit more susceptible to spreading of germs because there is the saliva spray of singing, diction, using our words. We do recommend they wear masks and do recommend they wear shields for added protection. Obviously, Mr. Dunaway and I wear masks, and I do wear a shield when I sing in lieu of mask because to still have that protection, but also model what I want the mouth to look like. For concerts, we don't actually know our expectations at this point for mask and face shield usage. Our first concert is at school. It's October 7th. We'll recommend masks, but we'll also go from what the district is suggesting. In choir, we take two different types of assessment. Anything that's like written or group work, or maybe it's like a Google form, will be a daily grade. We do these checklist squares. Parents, don't worry. If you see a 50, even a 25, a 75 in the grade book, and it says checklist square, what we're doing is we're assessing the students on certain aspects of their performance in choir, really in terms of like the first checklist square was just about their materials. But the second one, the more intense one, is going to be, are you standing in the appropriate position? Are you showing the correct vowel shape on your mouth? Our purpose is not to like catch students and be like, aha, you're not doing stuff, or we're not doing what you want you to do. It's to get them to be successful. So we will continue to assess them until they get 100. Anything that's a major evaluation grade has to do with singing. So we just finished up an assessment where the kids sang do, re, mi, re, do. And they can either sing that in class, which a lot of them did, or privately, and then we give them feedback. And then, of course, any required rehearsals and required concerts. Those will all be major evaluation grades. Our curriculum is, when you compare it to sixth grade, it's really to the next level quite a bit, because we go from just kind of basic, everybody's kind of beginner, or we treat everybody kind of like at a beginning level, to really getting them ready for some pretty intense situations, including a contest where they perform for 6 judges. So we continue to work on music literacy, how to read music, but at a more in-depth and higher level. Oral skills, where we work on their intervallic, like are they able to recognize intervals? Can they sing intervals? Do they have, how are they teaching them? I mean, the strategies of, if you want to sing do to ti, well, how do you get there? Do, do, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti. We give them those strategies to be more independent. Vocal technique. We do teach with classical technique in mind. That's kind of our main thing, because we want them to live healthy singing lives. And so a lot of those techniques are very formal, but they're also to, again, have them singing in a healthy way that doesn't hurt their voice. Because if they sing incorrectly with improper technique, then they can do some damage. Repertoire, of course, most of the repertoire we select is selected for many reasons. It might be for tonality, major versus minor. It might be to highlight a poem text. Some of it has to do with the harmonies. Most of it's going to be folk or classical, with the exception of the pop show at the end of the year. That'll be like pop. And then, of course, concert etiquette, how to be a performer, how to be an audience member. A lot of these students, myself included, have not been to a concert, have not performed in a concert in years. So that's going to be this year. this is an example of what we did this the first week of school, and we are doing now, getting these intervallic these intervallic relationships. One example you can see is like the first week of school, the first, I think first day or first 2 days, we did this. Do, do. Super basic, super easy. And so we're going to take them from this to, for the boys class, this. This is an example of what our expectation is by March 1st, for them to sing at sight, meaning they've never sung it before, near perfection, a 2 or 3 part sight reading piece that's 24 to 32 measures long. So yeah, they might be like, oh, it's easy. Well, it's not going to remain easy. We just want to start everybody at a basic level, and then this will be for the girls, 2 to 3 parts. And yeah, so music literacy is a huge part of choir in 7th and 8th grade. And for our concerts, I know that the students are like, do we have to go to the concerts? Yes, they're a vital part of this class. And it's the same with band and orchestra. The Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills standards of the state also state that it is important for students to perform in formal settings and demonstrate great concert etiquette and a concert performance etiquette. So as being a performer. So yes, it is an expectation. We have 4 concerts. Our first concert is the fall concert. This one is the students. It's just going to happen during your kids' class period. So boys, first period, 8th graders, mostly 8th graders, girls, 4th period, and 7th grade girls choir, 5th, unless your daughter's in 4th grade. And that's going to happen October 7th in class. We'll give you like a Zoom link, and you can just come in and watch us. It'll be more like a demonstration concert. So it'll be more like we'll do some warm-ups, we'll do some sight reading, and then we'll perform the songs we have been working on. So yeah. And by that time, we'll just wear choir t-shirts. Then our first live at night formal concert is going to be December 2nd. The students arrive at 6 o'clock in the choir room, and they wear their formal uniform. They're all black. And the concert's at 6:30 in the cafeteria, free of charge. It's going to be a great concert. The first concert in almost 2 years, like a year and a half. And it's just a beautiful event. Then after that, we get ready for UIL. UIL, and this is why 7th and 8th grade, it's called advanced, because we're now kind of a competitive. Now, this is not a competition, it's a contest, but it has competitive type variables. So we perform 3 songs. 2 of them have to be from a list, a UIL prescribed music list. 1 of them has to be a cappella, which means without piano. So that's kind of an added difficulty level. We sing for 3 judges, and the judges score us. Then we sight read, and I gave you that example of like an example of a sight reading piece where they've never seen it, but they're expected to open it. Here's the crazy stuff. Like, we can't sing it. We can't practice like do, re, mi. Like, we just like can chant it like do, re. And then they call time, and then we sing it, and it's supposed to be perfect. So we start them off here, baby steps, and we get them to there. It's really cool. It's pretty intense. There's these like crazy rules where like, if like the director snaps a beat once, if a student taps their toe while we're singing, we get disqualified. But we get them ready, and it's really cool. So if you have a chance and you are able to come to UIL or pre-UIL and come see what that's like, you should, because it's out of this world. And 1 is superior, 2 is excellent, 3 is good. In order to prepare for this, we have something called pre-UIL. Pre-UIL is going to be Monday. Oh, so pre-UIL is like we go through all the steps, but it's not the real thing. It's like a scrimmage if you're into like football or something. And it's Valentine's Day. It'll be in the evening, and drum roll, please. It's actually at a place you've probably never been to before, because I've never been there either. It's called the Plano Fine Arts Center, like Robinson Performing Arts Center. Anyway, it's really cool because this thing has been, they've been building it for the past few years, and nobody's ever been inside of it from Otto. So your child will be kind of, they will be the first Otto choir student to ever enter and perform in this building. So I encourage you to come the night of pre-UIL and watch them perform. It's awesome. It's going to be awesome. And then the real UIL event is either February 28th or March 1st during school, pretty much. There's been a few years where like we perform at 4 p.m. or something weird like that, but typically during the day. By the way, this little QR code, that's our website. Um, and yeah, our website, I'm just going to pull this over here. Our website, and it's got a lot of goodies for you. Talks about the importance of music, talks to you about choir concerts, and then kind of probably what I would say the most important, it gives a daily slide of what we're doing every day and a calendar of stuff coming up. So, okay. Oh, and then our pop show. Pop show is super fun. Monday, May 2nd. Just a lot of good times, a lot of good solos, a lot of toe tapping music. It's a good time. Okay. So choir uniform, generally for males, although anyone, anybody in choir is welcome to use this uniform. So we have black slacks, black long sleeve button down dress shirt, maroon tie, that's provided by us, and they're zip ties, so they're super quick. Black belt, black dress shoes, black socks. Okay, so all black. For the choir t-shirt, we're still working on the design and the amount. Hopefully in the $10 to $15 range. It is a required shirt. It's something required. We are requiring, and it will be worn for choir spirit wear, pop show, any festivals, group pictures, socials. So very important to have. And I'll just be emailing you when we have that information, and it'll probably be something like an online store. Choir uniform, generally for females, but anybody can utilize any of these opportunities to any of these options. So you can wear black slacks with a black blouse with long sleeves. Please have the elbows covered. Or you can do black skirt with a black blouse. And if the skirt, like this young lady in this picture, she's wearing a dress and she makes it appropriate by putting a cardigan. Absolutely, as long as it's black. But it's above her knees, which is still school appropriate, but it's not very formal for a formal concert. We don't want a lot of leg to show. So you can fix that by wearing black leggings. That can definitely do that. And then black closed-toe shoes. So yeah. The biggest issues we see with uniforms are with the generally female uniform, and it's that they'll have different colors. So all black is best. I know it's not easy to find like skirts or dresses that are like long sleeve and below the knee, but you can help with the leggings and like things like cardigans. We have some clothes here in the choir room, in the choir office. So if you need any help, we can help you out. Adrenaline is a pop group, and they are extracurricular, not required, and they meet outside the school day. Auditions are actually tomorrow or September 1st, maybe today if you're watching this on Thursday, and September 2nd. Still not too late to try out. You just need to complete all the tasks. So there's a contract, you have to learn a song, and fill out some paperwork and sign up for Google Classroom. So rehearsals are Thursday mornings from 7:30 to 8:15, and we do a bunch of fun stuff: holiday caroling, singing at the elementary schools, participate in courtyard theater. But it is a lot of work, and it's early. So, but we hope your child will consider trying out. Solo and ensemble is a super awesome event. I hope I hope you encourage your child to participate. The event is where you learn a solo and has something that from like our a list of solos that we provide, and they're like folk songs. And you prepare, sing it for a judge. The actual event is November 6th at Otto, and Murphy and Armstrong are also participating. So you stand in front of a judge, and this is not like super old school like Simon Caldwell judge. It's like this is somebody like a teacher like us that are going to be positive and encouraging, but also give you some constructive feedback. And if you learn all your notes and sing the notes and the words and the rhythm and everything accurately, you get a 1. And if you go above and beyond, you get an exemplary, a 1+. Super great experience. And if you're like, well, my child is busy all Saturday or is busy part of Saturday, it only takes 20 to 30 minutes. So they could just come in, sing, be done. All region. This is a very intense, very competitive event where students compete for a change, for a chance to be an all-region choir member. And they learn 2 pieces of music, and then the week of the auditions, they're given a cut. They're only going to sing a portion of it for 5 judges behind a curtain. It's a blind audition. And then they also have to sight read. So, like we went back to this, they do 8 measures of this that they've never sung before. I mean, it's harder than this. Results are tallied and posted. Oh, they're competing against choir students from Plano, Lovejoy, Allen, Wiley, and Sherman. So it's very intense. It's very competitive, but with hard work, and we'll have rehearsals. There's definitely a chance they can make it. If they make the choir, then their clinic and concert is, auditions are April 2nd at Rice Middle School. Clinic and concert is Friday, April 22nd, 5 to 7, and Saturday. So it's a kind of like a Friday evening, Saturday event. It's not something that's like recurring. So I hope you and your child consider that. Upcoming dates. So our first combined rehearsal is at 7:30, and this is in preparation for a winter concert. It's in the choir room. Now, you might be like, well, how are they going to get here? They ride the bus. They'll need to take an activity bus in the morning, and I'll send out that schedule. And it'll pick them up from their closest elementary, Shell, Stinson, or Mendenhall, and it brings them here like at 7. Door 11, where's that? It's next to the tennis courts, because the doors in the front don't open until 7:45. So we'll be manning that door, and we'll let them through at door 11. And then our concert is December 2nd. We do have the option for voice lessons. However, and this is great because they take them during their choir class, and they work one-on-one with them. We can't do that. We're choir teachers. We're not voice teachers. So we'd love to work one-on-one with your kids, but we need to work with a group. So the voice teacher can work one-on-one and give them that extra instruction and support in helping them grow. And it does cost money. Meet once a week, and it is a year-long commitment. We are currently on the lookout for a voice teacher, so we will let you know as soon as we have one. Someone that's a good fit for Otto. So hopefully you can consider starting your child in that. Yeah, so that's kind of it. So let us know what questions you have, what concerns. We're here to challenge your child, but love them for who they are, who they're continuing and growing to be. And so yeah. Oh yeah, and here's our choir calendar, which want to take a look at that. So that's my little spiel. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm just a phone call or an email away. Give us about 2 days, 48 hours to respond. And we look forward to seeing you at our first concert, October 7th, like on Zoom or whatever. And then our first live concert. I'm so excited to meet you face to face in December. The end.